Welcome to Animal Realm, where we bring the wild into your world. In today's episode, we are venturing into the dense jungles of peninsular Malaysia to shine a spotlight on a majestic yet critically endangered species, the Malayan tiger. Known scientifically as Panthera tigris, this stunning creature is not just a symbol of the lush Malaysian forests but also a critical part of its ecosystem. Unfortunately, their survival hangs in the balance as they face the brink of extinction due to a range of human-induced threats. Join us as we explore the unique characteristics of the Malayan tiger, understand the challenges it faces, and discover what is being done to conserve this magnificent animal. Stay tuned as we delve into the story of the Malayan tiger, a tale of beauty, struggle, and hope for preservation. Understanding the Malayan tiger, taxonomy and classification of the Malayan tiger. The journey into understanding the Malayan tiger begins with its taxonomy, a scientific system that classifies organisms based on their biological relationships. The Malayan tiger is a part of the Panthera genus and is classified under the species Panthera tigris, commonly known as the tiger. Within this classification, the Malayan tiger is identified as a distinct population within the subspecies Panthera tigris. The story of tiger taxonomy dates back to 1758 when Carl Linnaeus first described the species in his work, using the scientific name Felis tigris. The classification of tigers has evolved significantly since then. In 1968, Vratislav Mazik proposed the name Panthera tigris corbeti for the Indo-Chinese tiger, encompassing the tiger populations across Southeast Asia. However, it became apparent that the tiger population on the Malay Peninsula was distinct from those in Indochina. In a pivotal moment for Malayan tiger research, a genetic study conducted in 2004 led to the proposal of a new subspecies, initially named Panthera tigris jacksoni. This proposal was based on distinct differences in mitochondrial DNA and microsatellite sequences compared to the Indo-Chinese tigers, Panthera tigris corbeti. The new subspecies name honored Peter Jackson, a renowned tiger conservationist, emphasizing the unique genetic identity of the Malayan tiger. Despite earlier distinctions, a comprehensive revision of Felid taxonomy in 2017 recognized the Malayan tiger not as a separate subspecies but rather as a population within Panthera tigris. This decision reflects a broader perspective on tiger genetic makeup and distribution, aligning with a 2018 genetic study that supported the existence of 6 monophyletic clades of tigers. This study further confirmed the Malayan tiger's genetic distinctiveness from other mainland Asian tigers, thereby supporting the notion of it being a unique population, if not a separate subspecies. The classification of the Malayan tiger is not just a matter of scientific nomenclature but is crucial for conservation strategies. Recognizing the genetic uniqueness of the Malayan tiger population helps direct conservation efforts more accurately and ensures that strategies are tailored to preserve the genetic diversity and integrity of this particular tiger population. This understanding is fundamental as we move forward in our efforts to protect and conserve the critically endangered Malayan tiger. Physical characteristics of the Malayan tiger. The Malayan tiger, while belonging to the larger species of Panthera tigris, exhibits specific physical characteristics that distinguish it from other tiger subspecies. Understanding these features is crucial, not only for identification but also for conservation efforts, as it helps in monitoring and studying these majestic animals in their natural habitat. Malayan tigers are generally smaller compared to some of their more famous cousins like the Siberian or Bengal tigers. The average length of an adult male Malayan tiger can reach up to 8 feet 6 inches, 259 centimeters, including the tail, with females being slightly smaller, typically around 7 feet 10 inches, 239 centimeters. This size allows them to navigate through the dense, tropical jungles of Malaysia more efficiently. Body weight varies significantly, with males generally weighing between 104 to 284.7 pounds, 47.2 to 129.1 kilograms, and females from 52 to 195 pounds, 24 to 88 kg. The coat of the Malayan tiger is a vibrant orange with black stripes, a pattern that provides effective camouflage in the dappled light of its forest habitat. The density and pattern of stripes can vary among individuals, which is sometimes used by researchers for identification purposes. The underside and the interior parts of the legs are white, which helps in breaking up the tiger's outline in the wild. The face of the Malayan tiger carries the iconic feline features: sharp, penetrating eyes which are crucial for their nocturnal hunting, a strong jaw with powerful teeth adapted for a carnivorous diet, and sensitive whiskers that aid in navigation and sensing the environment, especially in the dark. The skull of the Malayan tiger is robust, supporting strong jaw muscles, although there is no significant cranial difference when compared directly with the Indo-Chinese tiger. Apart from their striking appearance, Malayan tigers have several adaptations that make them formidable predators. Their muscular build, especially in the forelimbs and shoulders, allows them to overpower prey quickly. Their retractable claws are kept sharp for gripping and holding onto prey, and their padded feet enable them to move silently through the underbrush. Naming and nomenclature of the Malayan tiger. The naming of the Malayan tiger is an interesting aspect that reflects both its geographical origins and the efforts of conservationists dedicated to its survival. This section explores the evolution of the name given to this subspecies and the significance behind its nomenclature. In the Malay language, the tiger is commonly referred to as harimau, sometimes abbreviated to rimau. This term is deeply rooted in local culture and lore, emphasizing the tiger's prominent role in Malaysian heritage. The scientific journey of naming the Malayan tiger, however, involves a blend of taxonomy and regional identity. When it was recognized that the tiger population in the Malay Peninsula was distinct from other tiger populations, a formal scientific name needed to be assigned. In 2004, based on genetic analyses that highlighted distinct differences from the Indo-Chinese tigers, the name Panthera tigris jacksoni was proposed. This name was in honor of Peter Jackson, a prominent figure in tiger conservation. The choice to name this tiger population after a conservationist underlines the commitment to the preservation of this species. There was significant discussion regarding the appropriate scientific name for this tiger population. Some argued for Panthera tigris malayensis, a name that would reflect the geographical region of its range more directly, the Malay Peninsula. However, the name Panthera tigris jacksoni was initially favored as a compromise between scientific classification needs and regional identification. Despite the scientific names proposed and used in various circles, the vernacular name that became widely accepted is Malayan tiger. This name not only reflects its geographic home but also is easy to use in both scientific and public discourse. It's a name that has helped in rallying conservation efforts and public interest around the species. Today, the Malayan tiger is still commonly referred to as Panthera tigris jacksoni in many scientific and conservation circles, although the 2017 taxonomic revision officially recognizes it as a population within Panthera tigris. The discussions and eventual naming of the Malayan tiger illustrate the complexities and importance of nomenclature in biological sciences, which involves not just biological and genetic considerations but also cultural and regional factors. The name of the Malayan tiger is more than just a label. It carries with it the legacy and ongoing story of conservation efforts. It serves as a reminder of the tiger's critical status and the continuous need for awareness and action to ensure its survival. Habitat and distribution of the Malayan tiger. Understanding the historical and current range of the Malayan tiger is essential for grasping the changes in its habitat and the implications these changes have for its conservation. This section delves into the historical extent of the Malayan tiger's territory and how its range has evolved up to the present day. The Malayan tiger has historically roamed widely across the Malay Peninsula. This region, characterized by dense tropical forests, provided the ideal environment for tigers, with ample cover and abundant prey. In the 1800s, tigers were not just confined to what is now peninsular Malaysia but were also found in Singapore, where dense jungles once covered the island. Historical records from the 1830s mention frequent tiger sightings and interactions in Singapore, indicative of a significant tiger presence. In Singapore, during the early 19th century, tigers were commonly seen, and their encounters with humans often proved fatal. The first recorded fatal tiger attack occurred in 1831. As Singapore developed, habitat destruction and increased human-tiger conflicts led to organized tiger hunts. Bounties were placed on tigers, and by the 1950s, tigers were extirpated from Singapore, with the last recorded shooting in 1932. This marked the beginning of significant range reduction for the species. Today, the range of the Malayan tiger is restricted primarily to the central and southern parts of the Malay Peninsula. The tiger's current habitat is largely fragmented due to human activities, primarily deforestation for agricultural purposes and urban development. Protected areas in national parks such as Taman Negara and the Belum Temengger Forest Complex now serve as critical sanctuaries for the remaining tiger populations. Recent surveys and studies estimate the total potential tiger habitat in peninsular Malaysia to be around 66,211 square kilometers, which includes confirmed, expected, and possible tiger habitats. The confirmed habitats are primarily within protected areas, which are crucial for the survival of this subspecies. Despite these protected areas, the overall habitat available to tigers is shrinking, challenging their ability to thrive. Ecology and behavior of the Malayan tiger. The Malayan tiger is a carnivorous predator at the top of the food chain, primarily preying on medium to large-sized ungulates. Its diet includes sambar deer, barking deer, wild boar, and occasionally, smaller animals like monkeys and birds. In areas where human activity encroaches on natural habitats, tigers may also prey on livestock, leading to human-wildlife conflicts. The availability of prey is a critical factor in the tiger's territory selection and size, influencing their physical health and reproductive success. Malayan tigers are solitary hunters, primarily active during the night and twilight hours, taking advantage of the cover of darkness to stalk their prey. They rely on their acute senses of sight and hearing to locate prey. A tiger will typically stalk its prey silently, utilizing the dense forest cover, and rely on a sudden, short burst of speed to pounce on its target, aiming to deliver a fatal bite to the neck or throat. The ability to hunt successfully is crucial for survival, especially for females with cubs. Tigers are highly territorial animals. The territory of a male Malayan tiger can span between 40 to 100 square kilometers, depending on the habitat's prey availability. Male territories often overlap with those of several females but rarely with other males, to avoid conflicts. Tigers mark their territories with scent marks, scratches on trees, and vocalizations to ward off intruders and prevent unnecessary confrontations. The breeding season for Malayan tigers is not fixed, but mating can increase during certain times of the year, depending on prey availability and environmental conditions. After a gestation period of about 3.5 months, a female tiger can give birth to 2 to 4 cubs. The mother raises the cubs on her own, teaching them to hunt and survive in the wild. Cubs usually stay with their mother for up to 2 years before setting out to establish their own territories. While generally solitary, Malayan tigers do engage in social behaviors, primarily during mating season or when a mother is raising her cubs. Cubs learn critical survival skills through play and observation of their mother. Adult tigers, however, interact minimally with each other outside of mating, except in cases where siblings may remain together for a short period after separating from the mother. As apex predators, Malayan tigers play a crucial role in maintaining the health of their ecosystem. They help control the population of herbivores, preventing overgrazing and allowing various plant species to flourish. This biodiversity in turn supports a wide array of other wildlife, maintaining a balanced and healthy forest ecosystem. Conclusion: as we conclude our exploration of the Malayan tiger, it's clear that this majestic animal stands not only as a symbol of the wild beauty of Malaysia but also as a stark reminder of the fragility of our natural world. The plight of the Malayan tiger, driven to the brink of extinction by human activities such as habitat destruction, poaching, and the illegal wildlife trade, underscores the urgent need for comprehensive and committed conservation efforts. The challenges faced by the Malayan tiger are daunting. With population estimates showing a severe decline and only a few hundred individuals possibly remaining in the wild, the situation might seem dire. However, there is hope. The robust conservation strategies implemented by various governmental and non-governmental organizations, the legal frameworks in place, and the growing awareness and involvement of local communities provide a strong foundation for the recovery of this species. The conservation of the Malayan tiger is not just about saving a single species. It is about preserving the biodiversity of an entire region and maintaining the ecological balance that sustains both wildlife and human communities. It's a testament to the interconnectedness of our planet's ecosystems and the shared responsibility we hold in safeguarding our natural heritage. Let us remember that each effort, no matter how small, contributes to the larger goal of conservation. By supporting these efforts, we can ensure that the roar of the Malayan tiger continues to echo through Malaysia's forests, not just as a whisper of what was, but as a powerful testament to what can be achieved through collective action and unwavering commitment to conservation.